tried this one last night. I shouldn't have. We're in a better position tonight.
Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a receivers, and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. The Nittany Lions will kick it away to start. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Nebraska's offense will be first on the attack.
Let's go, boys.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26. All right, guys, let's take a minute to think about Nebraska and what a challenge this is going to be for both teams, both with unblemished records, both sitting atop the conference, and both eager to square off against each other.
And what I think makes this one more fun is that it's not just the 2 top teams in the conference. These might be 2 of the better teams in the entire country. These 2 teams might make the college football playoff. Lots of football out ahead, but this is a matchup, regardless of whether you're a fan of these teams, the conference, of college football you've been waiting to see.
And it's so nice that whoever wins this, you talk about putting yourself in a great position, you hand them a loss in the conference, move them down the standings, and you have the tiebreaker. A lot on the line today.
The Cornhuskers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Give to the running back. Oh, what a move. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Defensively, with all the space now and spread football, there's so many opportunities where it's one-on-one tackling, and it's really hard to do. It's hard to get guys to the ground that are so talented. That's why defenses have to swarm to the football, get multiple guys there. That's your best chance to not have broken tackles.
Running back searching for a hole. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Got him downfield. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Man, it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a...
There he goes! And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
That's a great-looking run there. Nebraska has had such a great lineage at running back. When you think back to the great Roger Craig or Amon Green, Lawrence Phillips, or Rex Burkhead, they always seem to be pumping somebody up into the NFL. This guy has a chance to play on Sunday because of his skills.
And that first defender was just waving at him after that sweet move. He picked up the first down. And the Huskers had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something.
And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Cornhuskers!
And that is exactly what you love to see as a head coach, watching your offense take the field, first drive of the game, and you're methodical, and you take what the defense gives you. You make good decisions. You don't have negative plays. You don't have missed assignments. That shows your head coach that you are locked in and ready to go.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Penn State Nittany Lions offense has the ball for the first time. And the story is going to be in this one. Will this quarterback be able to operate before that big fella on the defensive front gets right in his grill, Jesse?
And listen, he's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he better play with the clock in his head in this one. He's not going to have a lot of time. There are a lot of quarterbacks around the SEC that probably felt this way back when they played the Georgia Bulldogs and David Pollock, right?
Yeah, especially those real teams with Jordan Davis and Nolan Smith and Jalen Carter. But, like, here's what's fun. You can't throw the ball off your back. And that's what this guy's going to try to do. Get to the quarterback, affect him. The bottom line is every quarterback becomes really human when you hit him. Can he hit him and make him human?
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. From the gun, to give, looking for room.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Third down, and the Husker faithful getting loud, trying to make moving the chains impossible. Finds his tight end. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up fourth down. The Nittany Lions will punt it away on fourth down. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive, David.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
They'll run the screen. Turning it on. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit him with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
And after having a nice gain like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on second down, on third, you won't have that long.
Throws toward the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Sometimes the quarterback puts that zip on it, and you can hear it, and sometimes he uses the lob wedge where it takes a little time to get there. That time, he used the lob wedge, and the defender came in and made the interception. Big play for this defense early.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Lowers that shoulder and delivers the blow. They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. The Nittany Lions, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Fires to the tight end.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
And the Nittany Lions can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll give it to the back. Finds a little space. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The whole Penn State legacy is built on toughness, getting it done on the ground, and they pick up a first down.
And you got to start there with the physicality, the ground game, getting that going. It's kind of a Northeast thing, right? Being tough, being physical, bringing that lunch pail.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
He'll pull it down. Breaks into the open. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Hand off from the shotgun. He made the first guy miss, but there were too many dudes coming to help, and they stopped him behind the line.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball off.
Looking to throw, it's Russell. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State! Extra point here will tie the game. These two have spent plenty of time together. That was almost telepathic, David.
No doubt, and quarterbacks and wide receivers throw it all off season to get on the same page. You can see he hits him in stride. That's why he gets the touchdown.
And he takes this from inside the 5. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. It's been punch, counter punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Looking to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. And you don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong, but sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
Starting to feel a little pressure. Grabbed behind the line. It's Davidson.
God, he's annoying to play against. You think about it as a defense, I'm trying to cage you in, trying to keep you in the pocket, and then he's just whoop, 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 spinning all over the place, getting outside the pocket, making plays, and then you got to go chase him again, and again, and again. Just wears you out.
He did not make it a stone wall on third down. The Huskers send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
The black shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big third down. Looking for a man, it's Russell. Fires to the wideout. And it's incomplete on third down. The Nittany Lions will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Makes the grab. Nowhere to go, and not much to show for that one.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
The quick out, and they pick up just a few.
Have been practicing the out route all off season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Quick completion on the out. He'll go out of bounds at the 38-yard line as this offense patiently tries to work the ball out of its own end. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They get him in the backfield, and he loses 3 on the play.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
Almost had the pick there. Would have been his second of the game. Instead, it brings up third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll run for it. All down, and they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. In your own territory, fourth down, no problem at all. They just go for it again.
What about you, Reese? Are you going for that?
Yeah, man. They'll run it from the gun. Across the 35. It's a seam wide open. Touchdown, Husker. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the...
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Interesting matchup this week in the Big 12 today. In fact, they're all interesting this season. Texas Tech is currently ahead in this one. The Jones is just jam-packed today, but the Scarlet and Black have struggled to really pull away. They're up by 10 over Baylor. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about in this one, the Big 12, or anywhere else. Men?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He lobs one high down the left side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Looking for a man. It's Russell. He's going to throw deep right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Nittany Lions will bring the punt team onto the field. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Flips it out to the back. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Let's talk for just a minute about Nebraska. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top two teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these two teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
Man, let's not make football hard. Quarterback sneak has worked, and it continues to work. Keep using it until they stop it on those short yardage plays.
They'll leave it with him. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The The Cornhuskers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Got it set up on the outside. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. And the Huskers are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Dropping back, it's Santiago. Got his man downfield. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Well, this offense is given a lesson right now on how to fight through adversity, because 1st and 2nd down was ugly, but they come up with that huge completion to now set up a manageable 4th down opportunity to keep this drive alive.
It's good. He hit that one right down the middle, and that lead grows even bigger. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. And you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut into a one-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you know, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Makes the grab. Oh, he's got some space. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. On the run, it's Martin. Makes one man miss. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. And the Nittany Lions can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to pass. It's Russell. Finds the tight end. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
And that's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, the tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
To the air on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Martin. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Line gets set. 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Slithers into space.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
So now it's 2nd and long. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming. 3rd down, and the Husker faithful getting loud, trying to make moving the chains impossible. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range, and they can take the 3 points on the board.
No good. The missed field goal leaves us with a double-digit game, still sitting at 10.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss, make rate, and listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Dropping back, it's Santiago. Dances away to buy time. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, a lot of ways to describe those first 2 quarters in Lincoln, but let's just go with notable.
Just about set to get this second half underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
Great timing there in the curl route by the QB. Gets it out early, and against zone coverage, because he gets it to his receiver so quick, he's able to turn it up and get the first down.
They're down to the 32-yard line on 1st and 10. Going up top again. Quickly complete. Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a first down just outside the red zone. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. To throw, it's Russell. Right on the money. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short.
All season long, we've been watching this defense dominate against the run. They're the #1 rush defense in the entire country. With a big lead in this game, you cannot run the ball and expect to win and get back in it.
And he just needed a few inches, and the defense was surly and nasty and said, no, sirree. Trailing by multiple possessions in the third and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. Tries to get it on the ground. The Nittany Lions get it past the sticks. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Fans are bringing the noise on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Looking for the end zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line. Understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
And they did tack on the extra point. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. The lead has been sliced to a field goal, and now they'll try to answer. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Looking to throw, it's Santiago. Makes the catch. Makes the tackle at the 32, but they were backed up inside their 20, and they pick up 15. Clock ticks across the 4-minute mark here in the third. They'll run it from the gun. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34.
And get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Makes the catch. It's Hodgins. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The Huskers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Fires to the big fella. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. The Cornhuskers have their offense in high gear. They'll go to the ground. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Nelson. He was running through tackles and picked up the first down and finally got knocked down.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Out of the gun to give to the back.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to pass, it's Santiago. Quickly out to the tight end. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. And the Huskers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's incomplete. A 4th down stop and the turnover on downs. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field.
I had it covered and that.
Reads it, fires complete.
They
They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain. Big play to start this drive, and they're already out at the 48. It's first down. The give to the tailback. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Looking for room. It's Martin. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot. And this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up. But somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Oh, that just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Pulls and fires complete. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
The black shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big third down. There he goes. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Nittany Lions trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. This time there is no running room to be found, and this defense wasn't going to get hit with a big run twice in a row. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Fires into the end zone.
Oh, what are they doing? Just standing there
Touchdown,
waiting.
Penn State. And with that...
What? Why is he?
Jump on top here in the second half.
Man, really nice job attacking the middle of the field. You see those safeties, man, I want to split them. He splits it right down the middle, throws that post right on the numbers, catches the ball in the end zone, touchdown.
He'll start the return inside his 5. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. The give to the back. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Dropping back, it's Santiago. Gets open down the middle. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
They'll go back to the ground. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. The throw to the outside is complete. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. The Huskers are rolling down the field. Here's the handoff. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
The Cornhuskers have it with a 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet.
Turning it on. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
So the opportunity with a touchdown here to take backs going for the goal line. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked.
Touchdown, Nebraska! They move on top here in the 4th.
How nice Nice as it's a no, man. Late in the ball game, when I need it, I can keep the football on the ground, not get super complicated, pound the rock, get in the end zone, and take the lead.
And he puts it down the middle, and the lead is 3 here in the final period. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. He'll keep it himself. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. The Nittany Lions with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Off the bootleg and rolling out. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Back to throw, it's Russell. Got a man, it's McFadden. He's running free down the middle. Inside the 30. 10. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. And with that, they move out. We're in the 4th.
And at this stage of the game in the 4th quarter, big-time players make big plays in big games. What a great job after he secured the catch in the open field, showing off the speed, taking it to the house, and with it, his team now has the lead.
Just take it out of the fucking
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good game. And the Huskers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Hauls it in. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. The Huskers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Gets it out fast. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. The Cornhuskers look to keep this drive humming. Looking downfield on 1st down. They've got the screen set up. Breaks into the open.
Let me get
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
Wants to throw. It's Santiago. Looking to scramble. He's going to run it. What a way to pick up the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock when you need to get into scoring position. And the Huskers with the 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Flips it out on the screen. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Huskers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Power football with the run. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Pressure coming. Caught over the middle. It's Nelson. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. The give to the back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, the interesting thing about a run here trailing late is the defense isn't expecting it. That's the good news. Bad news, though, is you're still trailing. You need to score quickly, which means you need to be throwing the football right now.
Looking downfield, it's Santiago. They're working that left side. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
A 1st down run in the red zone. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Timeout call by the offense. 29 seconds left on the clock. Got nothing last time. Now 2nd and goal from the 3. The give. Touchdown, Cornhusker. And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
Well, and the offense shows you what they're made of. They're scoring the touchdown. They take the lead with only seconds to go, and now it's on the defense to ice this thing when they take the field.
And he puts through the extra point. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. And they only need a field goal, and they have to manage the time wisely here.
Yeah, I think you want to manage the clock, Reese. Be smart with your timeout situation. Know where to attack, Jesse, on the field right now.
Yeah, generally you want to attack with your best players. So get them in matchups that you like and get those guys the football.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. To the air, it's Russell. Got his man. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. Timeout called by the offense. We have 18 seconds left.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
Wants to throw on first down. He's got him. Finally brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 15 yards on the play, and they've got a first down. He'll spike the ball to try to save every precious second he can. So this is going to be rife with drama and overflowing with pressure on this field goal try. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
The pressure doesn't get much bigger than that right there. Clock ticking down, all the pressure on you. You miss, you lose. He comes through in a big moment, and got bonus football, boys. Give me some overtime.
They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Looking to throw on first down. It's incomplete, and the clock strikes 0, and we are headed to overtime. Well, guys, let's play some more. Headed to overtime.
And this just feels right. Both of these teams going back and forth. So, of course, David, this thing needs to get decided in OT.
Let's see who's better. Short amount of time to do it. A couple possessions, probably maybe one possession each. Who's the better team?
Offense will use a timeout here to make sure everyone is on the same page here in overtime. They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Back to pass, it's Santiago. Zings it complete to the right. Got enough space. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route running all the way across the field. The DB just can't stay with them because of his speed, and as a result, they give up a big one.
Quarterback Steve trying to power his way ahead for a few. Touchdown, Husker! And they grab the lead here in overtime.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball. Man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. The shot right there.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, just to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer, like you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the 3rd overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Gets away. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
And what a drive this has been so far by the defense. Of course, they're in their own end of the field. They're sort of in that fringe area, and they forced 2 straight incompletions. If they could force another one right here, it'd make it really tough on their opponent to kick a field goal.
They are up against it, a 3rd and long, needing a touchdown here in overtime. Defense will call a timeout. They got a peek at the formation, want to make sure they're in the right call on this big down here in overtime. Down in overtime, they have to keep the drive alive and try to get it in the house. To the air, it's Russell. Bringing the heat. Escapes trouble. Chucked it away just as he was hit.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
4th and long, and they have to pick it up to keep their chances alive. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. It's incomplete, and that's going to do it. A 4th down stop seals it in overtime. Guys, if you want want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw two really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, two really good teams, man. That's a reason why they're both ranked. They're both really good, and I tell you what, getting this win proves something to everyone else now. Like, I was ranked below this squad. You beat a team that's ranked above you. Now you start to climb up the charts, build some momentum. This squad's about to get some more respect, Palmer.
I think good teams find ways to win games, especially in a game like this. Two ranked opponents, evenly matched. Who's going to be able to make the plays when it matters the most? You got to give this team credit. This is a big win. It's impressive, and now they get to move up the rankings.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.